I got this on sale. I got this off of the internet, and I think it's gonna be pretty cool. It's sealed in the box. Gonna be pretty sick, I think. Now, the WeSpeak is like cool. Now this right here is what the Wii looks like. This is a real Nintendo Wii. I disconnected it from my TV. You see, it's got like things, even the top opens up. Look at that. I don't know what, that's a GameCube, I think. Yeah, so the power LED is this button right here. Now it's not plugged in right now, so it's not going to light up, but for reference, it's right there. Insert the USB plug from the WeSpeak accessory straight into the back of one of the USB connectors on the back of the Wii console. Important. Inspect that the USB connector for dust or other foreign material before plugging this accessory into it. Clean it with a soft, dry cloth if necessary. Okay. Now I think it's talking about these ports right here. We have to plug it in to one of these two, I think. I'm not sure yet, but we'll figure that out when we set it up in the setup video. To disconnect this accessory, turn the power off of the Wii console and pull the USB plug straight out of the USB connector. Be sure to hold on to the plug and do not pull on the cable. Note, if you are using more than two USB devices at the same time, you must use a USB hub that has its own power supply that plugs into the standard AC wall unit. Do not use a USB hub that is powered by one of the devices connected to it. Some USB devices must be plugged directly into a USB connector on the back of the Wii console. For details, refer to the instruction booklet for your USB device. Important. To avoid possible damage with your Wii console, use only a USB hub recommended by Nintendo. For a list of supported USB hubs, visit support.nintendo.com. Okay. The microphone. Placing the microphone. The microphone works best when placed on top of the television. The installation will vary depending on whether your sensor bar is located on top or underneath of your television, as described below. If your sensor bar is on top of the TV, remove the liners from the anti-slip pads on the bottom of the microphone. Be careful not to remove the anti-slip pads. Line up the rib on the bottom of the microphone with the groove on the top of the sensor bar, and place the microphone on as shown as at the right. The Wii sensor bar. The sensor bar and WeSpeak microphone should be centered on top of and aligned with the front of the television. Make sure the microphone is visible from the front of the television and that nothing is blocking the microphone. Note, for a more secure attachment, see the information at the bottom of the next page. If your sensor bar is underneath the TV, there it is underneath the TV, add the additional anti-slip pads located. Add the additional anti-slip pads included with the WeSpeak accessory at the bottom of the microphone shown at right. Remove the liners from the anti-slip pads on the bottom of the microphone. Be careful not to remove the anti-slip pads. Place the microphone on top of the television as shown at right. The microphone should be centered on top of and aligned with the front of the television. Make sure the microphone is visible from the front of the television and that nothing is blocking the microphone. Keep the microphone as far away from audio speakers as possible. Note, for a more secure attachment, see information below. For a more secure attachment, included with the WeSpeak accessory are double-sided adhesive pads attached to the yellow carrier sheet that can be attached to the bottom of the microphone. See step 1 on the previous page and use the adhesive pads instead of the anti-slip pads. For best operation, the microphone should be placed so that it sticks out slightly from the top of the front of the television and should be aligned with the front surface of the television. See, it's got to be pointed that way. Yeah. Do not place the microphone where it will block vents in the television. If the top of your television is too rounded or too narrow to place the microphone, place it underneath the television and as far away from any audio speakers as possible. Okay, here's some troubleshooting information. If this accessory fails to operate or operates incorrectly, follow the steps below before seeking assistance. Here's problem number 1. Either your voice or the other party's voice cannot be heard. Make sure the USB connector is plugged in correctly on the back of the Wii console. Make sure you are using a game or Wii channel that is compatible with this accessory. Review the manual. We're doing that right now. And make sure the microphone is placed correctly. Make sure you are within 3 to 9 feet of the microphone. Check your internet connections and make sure that they are working correctly. Check the Wii operations manual, channels, and settings for information on internet settings. Make sure the LED is lit blue when you are trying to speak. This indicates when communication is possible. Make sure the volume of the TV is not muted or set too low. 2. Voices do not sound clear, have a buzzing sound, break up, or there is lag in conversation. These conditions may be caused by a poor internet connection or slow transmission speed and are not due to defects in the WeSpeak accessory. 3. Your voice can be heard through your television speakers. The other party may have the volume set too high. Try having them lower the volume of their TV. The other party should check their setup of the WeSpeak accessory and make sure it is installed correctly. Make sure you are speaking in a normal voice. 4. The other party's voices are too quiet. Make sure they're speaking in a normal voice. Make sure there is no airflow, such as from a fan or air conditioner near the microphone. 5. The sound coming from the speakers seems to have an echo. If you have surround sound or a home theater system, set your equipment to use stereo sound when using this accessory. If the person you are talking to is using a TV that has an automatic digital audio adjust feature, changing the audio setting on that TV may improve the sound. 6. There is acoustic feedback from the television speakers. Make sure the microphone is not too close to any speakers. If you have external speakers, try moving them away from the microphone. If the WeSpeak accessory does not operate correctly after all of the above steps, visit support.nintendo.com for assistance and additional troubleshooting and repair options, or call 1-800-255-3700. FCC and Industry Canada information. Regulations for equipment use in the USA and Canada. This device complies with Part 15 of the FCC rules and ICES-003 of Industry Canada. Operation is subject to the following two conditions. 1. This device may not cause harmful interference, and 2. This device must accept any interference received, including interference that may cause undesired operation. Changes or modifications not expressly approved by the manufacturer could void the user's authority to operate this device.